Fearing voice. Vista de Jugador. Gammy Eagle 35966666 was Sezinado por ALEXBPZ. Tangledat 49223 was Sezinado por Adaminis. NHOCAS 4499 was Sezinado por Jatkan 0268. EFG Flame K Asuma Mintras Huadi Footcrab 887140. You are now in combat. Liam Clark 79 was Sezinado por James 4037. Satan Igians 1456 y Adaminis Reglaron Sos Differentias y Southeast Hisperon Amigos Estrom. Satan Igians 1456 Mata Adaminis. Gammy Eagle 35966666 was Sezinado por Atlas Crappy. CH00R 3941 was Sezinado por Known 704. E32530 was Sezinado por Known 704. Satan Igians 1456 was Sezinado por Tangledat 49223. Dark AHK was Sezinado por Brave 9699. Plus 1 Experience. Negative 8787 was Sezinado por Icargarcha Pro. Liam Clark 79 Hosido Desperado por Atlas Crappy. Egyorigano 9798 was Sezinado por NHOCAS 4499. Fregluan K was Sezinado con Magi Mintras Lacaba contra Known 704. Brave 9699 was Sezinado por Tangledat 49223. NHOCAS 4499 was Sezinado por Step was Zegraph 76. Jiv 9 was Sezinado por Dark AHK. Kapakam was Sezinado por James 4037. Lulu Lagerleaf was Sezinado por Gammy Eagle 35966666. Woodblock 2185 was Sezinado por Fearing Voice 53. Known 704 was Sezinado por ALEXBPZ. Sickpole Cat 1822 was Sezinado por Avelgams 96. Atlas Crappy was Sezinado por James 4037. You are no longer in combat. You are now in combat. Plus 1 Experience. James 4037 was Sezinado por Icargarcha Pro. Negative 8787 was Sezinado por E32530. Gammy Eagle 35966666 was Sezinado por Tangledat 49223. Brave 9699 Hosido Desperado por Portal Buzardate. Sadwan 09ZK was Sezinado por Dark AHK. Dark AHK was Sezinado por a Footcrab 887140. Lulu Lagerleaf was Sezinado por Woodblock 2185. Plantable 680. Vista de Jugador. 2D9. 1D9. Known 704 was Sezinado por Ental Trash 1536. Joe Smartbox was Sezinado por Jetkin 0268. Rolco 6 was Sezinado por E32530. Les Tigamer K Asumart Mintras Huadi Pathatech. Kapakams was Sezinado por E32530. Atlas Crappy was Sezinado por Snow 2806. Lulu Lagerleaf was Sezinado por Snow 2806. Negative 8787 was Sezinado por Avelgams 96. Jetson 0268 was Sezinado por Brave 9699. You are now in combat. Plantable 682 was Sezinado por E32530. Plus 1 Experience. Brave 9699 was Sezinado por Icargarcha Pro. Rolco 6 was Sezinado por Les Tickmer. CH00R 3941 was Sezinado por Known 704. Sadwan 09ZK no Pudovo or Mintras SK Pabadi Dark AHK. Dark AHK K Asumart Mintras Huadi 32530. XR 77 was Sezinado por Snow 2806. Woodblock 2185 was Sezinado por Lulu Lagerly. Rental Trash 1536 was Sezinado por Known 704. The Footcrab 887140 was Sezinado por E32530. Gutchel 9136876 no Pudovo or Mintras SK Pava DNHOCAS 44. Random. Vista de Jugador. Kapakam for Sezinado Power Digital 9136876. Brave Syrup 9699 for Sezinado Power Jetson 0268. Planticle 682 for Sezinado Power Sod 109ZK. Lulu Lagerly for Sezinado Power It's Pete Faucet 12. Sod 109ZK for Sezinado Power Dark AHK. You are now in combat. Snow 2806 for Sezinado Power Fearing Voice 53. Rental Trash 1536 for Sezinado Power Joe Smartbox. Azam 95 for Sezinado Power Jiv 9. Les Tickamer for Sezinado Power Big Star 77. Woodblock 2185 Hosido Desperado Power X7 Amtigamer. Kapakam for Sezinado Power Tangledet 49223. Atlas Creepy for Sezinado Power Joe Smartbox. Best Squirrel 950 for Sezinado Power Fearing Voice 53. Plus 1 Experience. NHOCAS 4499 for Sezinado Power Iker Garcha Pro. Brave Syrup 9690. Vista de Jugador. Fearing Voice 53 Hosido Desperado Power Liam Clark 79. Sod 109ZK for Sezinado Power Jiv 9. Rolka 06 for Sezinado Power Kapakdam. Dark AHKK Asumart Mintras Huad Planticle 682. Rental Trash 1536 for Sezinado Power Lulu Lagerly. Lulu Lagerly for Sezinado Power E3 2530. Brave Syrup 9699 for Sezinado Power CH00 Earth 3941. You are no longer in combat. Lest Tigmer no Pudovo or Kapakdam for Sezinado Power Negative 8787. Jetson 0268K Asumart Mintras Huadi Footcrab 887140. Gutchel 9136876 for Sezinado Power Tangledet 49223. Liam Clark 79 for Sezinado Power Mega 50 Dice Rolko 6. I don't kill you but I can kill you and I don't want to kill you friend JF.9 VPs don't hit me because I saved you. BTS Saju for Sezinado Power E3 2530. The Footcrab 887140 for Sezinado Power Jiv 9. X7 Amtigamer for Sezinado Power Tangledet 49223. Big Star 77 for Sezinado Power It's Pete Faucet 12. Ravel Gums 96 for Sezinado Power Lulu Lagerly. It's Pete Faucet 12 Hosido Desperado Power Egg Oregano 9798. Brave Syrup 9699 for Sezinado Power Lulu Lagerly. You are now in combat. Best Squirrel 950 for Sezinado Power Woodblock 2185. Sod 109ZK for Sezinado Power Jiv 9. Negative 8787 for Sezinado Power Known 704. Tangledet 49223 for Sezinado Power Sigpolcat 18. Atlas Creepy for Vista de Jugador 1D9. Random Loc Vista de Jugador 2D 1. Dream Legend 123 for Sezinado Power E3 2530. Brave Syrup 9699 for Sezinado Power Mo 1D708. Gutchel 9136876 for Sezinado Power Known 704. Egg Oregano 9798 Piso QQ Lulu Lagerly. Kapakdam for Sezinado Power Lest Tigmer. Vista de Jugador. Azam 95 for Sezinado Power Big Star 77. X7 Amtigamer for Sezinado Power Jetson 0268. Tangledet 49223 for Sezinado Power Jetson 0268. Mega 15 for Sezinado Power Lulu Lagerly. E3 2530 for Sezinado Power Mo 1D708. Atlas Creepy for Sezinado Power Woodblock 2185. Woodblock 2185 for Sezinado Power Fearing Voice 53. Izia for Sezinado Power Gutchel 9136876. Dark AHK no Pudovo Armintras SK Paba D Power Talbuzerdate. Joe Smartbox for Sezinado Power Jetson 0268. Lulu Lagerly for Sezinado Power Kapakdam. You are now in combat. Negative 8787 for Sezinado Power Sigpolcat 1822. Tangledet 49223 for Sezinado Power Mo 1D708. X7 Antigmorpha Desperado Power Oregano 9798. The Footcrub 887140 was Cezinado Power Gutchel 9136876. Its Pete Fawcett 12 was Cezinado Power CH00 North 3941. Big Star 77 was Cezinado Power with Block 2185. Thod 109 ZK was Cezinado Power UV Scroll 2457. Plantable 682 Hosido Desperado Power Portal Boozer Day. You are no longer in combat. You are now in combat. Giba Felkov was Cezinado Power Hivori 2K9. Gabi Gibov was Cezinado Power Busy A. Sigpol Cat 1822 was Cezinado Power Mo 1D708. Tangledat 49223 for Desperado Power X7 Amtigmer. Mega 15 was Cezinado Power Kavbokan. NHOCAS 4499 was Cezinado Power Mo 1D708. Gabi Gibov was Cezinado Power Big Star 77. The Footcrub 887140 no Pudovo or Mintras SK Pabadi Portal User Date. Fearing Voice 53 was Cezinado Power Jetkin 0268. Woodblock 2185 was Cezinado Power E32530. Jetkin 0268 was Cezinado Power Mo 1D708. Rolka 06 was Cezinado Power Gutchel 9136876. CH00 or 3941 was Cezinado Power Tangledat 49223. Azam 95 for Desperado Power Portal User Date. You are no longer in combat. Capo Conf was Cezinado Power Lest Tickamurf. Lest Tickamurf was Cezinado Power Mega 15. Sod 109 ZK Hosido Desperado Power Portal Boozer Date. Tangledat 49223 was Cezinado Power Its Pete Fawcett 12. You are now in random location. Click to teleport to Vista de Jugador. Hivori 2K9 was Cezinado Power Big Star 77. Joe Smartbox was Cezinado Power Mega 15. You are now in combat. Dreamboy 6053 was Cezinado Power Great Winanuman 7. Portal Boozer Date was Cezinado Power Mo 1D708. Lunar Kip 43579 for Desperado Power Markazi 2008. Vista de Jugador. Azam 95 was Cezinado Power Footcrub 887140. The Footcrub 887140 no Pudovo or Mintras SK Pabadi Thod 109 ZK. Kapakam was Cezinado Power UV Scroll 2457. Savory Tripod 523 was Cezinado Power Lest Tigmer. Hivori 2K9 was Cezinado Power Portal Boozer Date. Atmos Tai 15686 was Cezinado Power Mo 1D708. Laugh Eddie was Cezinado Power Oregano 9798. Woodblock 2185 was Cezinado Power Tangledat 49223. You are now in combat. Dreamboy 6053 for Desperado Power Markazi 2008. Negative 8787 was Cezinado Power Atlas Crappy. Plus 1 experience. Your 2005 was Cezinado Power Icargarcha Pro. Plantable 682 was Cezinado Power Footcrub 887140. Big Star 77 was Cezinado Power Lest Tigmer. Giba Felka was Cezinado Power Mo 1D708. E325 for DK Asumart Mintras Huadi Jetkin 0268. Atlas Crap PK Asumart Mintras Huadi Tangledat 49223. Mega 15 was Cezinado Power Joe Smartbox. Plus 1 experience. Less Tickamurf was Cezinado Power Icargarcha Pro. Chronic 666 was Cezinado Power Afibig. Mo 1D708 was Cezinado Power Atmos Tai 15686. Markazi 2008